Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be working on several house projects all around the house, but first we are actually here in my bathroom. We are going to be painting the vanity. It's like a very dark kind of espresso brown, and we are going to be using Beyond Paint, of course, again, and we're going to be using the pebble color to paint both mine and Kyle's vanity, lightening up the space, just making it feel a little bit more high-end, and we'll do it on a budget because we're gonna paint it ourselves. We're also going to be adding some hardware because, as you can tell, these drawers and everything and cabinets don't have any hardware on them, so we're going to be doing that, and then once I get that done, which I'm thinking is going to take all day, we'll move on to our long list of house projects. So let's get into it. I wanna hear you say that you only want me. Kinda simple. All right, so before we can actually start painting, there is just a tiny bit of prep work to be done. So the previous owners had put child lock things on here. We don't need to child proof our stuff now that our kids, like Noah is almost 7. So we're gonna take that off before I paint. We also are going to add hardware here. So Kyle's going to pre-drill those holes before I paint. That way we're not going to be chipping up any of the paint. There's definitely like an order that you want to do these things in. So we're going to start drilling the holes for that. Then Kyle is going to take all the doors off, take the hinges off. We'll mark where the hinges go, all that kind of stuff. Maybe I'll even have him change out these hinges for new hinges, because if you saw our vlog, I think last week, we actually started changing out some of the kitchen hinges for our upcoming kitchen renovation makeover, and we have some extras of those, so I think we might end up just changing these hinges out too. They're definitely not in the best shape either. Not as bad as our kitchen, but they could stand to be changed now that they're like almost 20 years old. These are a little bit dirty or a lot dirty, so I'm gonna be wiping those down while Kyle's drilling the holes as well, and then finally we'll start painting. Like a pistol, you fire. Sometimes you get under my skin. Ow!
Did it get you?
It hit me like right here. I was not ready for it either. Thank goodness it wasn't like an inch up. It would have hit my eyeball. Okay. Oh my gosh, next time I'm gonna wear goggles. Right now I'm just kind of sanding off any of the paint buildup that was there. Not a ton of it, but there are like little drips here and there on the previous, paint job. And so we're just going to sand any of that down so we get a nice smooth finish. And Kyle is right now grabbing all his tools so that we can start drilling in the cabinets. Smile. You're on candy camera. Candy camera.
Candy camera? Did you used to think it was candy camera?
You remember we already went over this? Because one time I said that and you were like, wait, did you think it's candy camera?
Did you really think it was candy camera?
Yeah, that's why I did not ever understand it.
That doesn't make sense.
Wild child, I can't get you off my mind. You're in there almost all the time. Now I'm losing the game. Whoa, I'm falling for you like a card house. Yeah, it's true, but I'm not afraid to see where this will go. Oh, I wanna shout it out. Yeah, I just want the world to know I'm
I was going to tape right here, and look, do you see that? It's literally painted onto the caulk and the tile. Oh my gosh.
Not used to this. I don't know how to act, don't know how to adapt to this situation. Not used to this, no I'm not. But better let myself give in to love. Believe in us, no matter what it does to my heart. Not used to this, no I'm not. It was like if we were to...
All right, so we have everything all prepped. We have all the doors off. We have everything sanded down. Any of the overpaint, any of the drips that were previously on it, we kind of sanded that smooth. We are going to actually add some quarter round to the bottom because that's actually unfinished. So I didn't tape off the bottom until Kyle puts that up. But the paint that we are going to use, can you tell? We love this stuff. It is called Beyond Paint and the color is Pebble. I love this paint. I think we're actually gonna use this in all our bathrooms just to keep things uniform and looking matched throughout the house. But this is the same paint that we used in our bathroom upstairs, also the same paint that we used in like our desk built-in upstairs. So we've just loved this paint. I feel like it always comes across more gray on camera, but it truly is like a really beautiful taupe color. So we love this one. The thing that I love about Beyond Paint is you don't have to sand anything. You don't have to like do a bunch of steps. You don't have to take, you know, any of the surface off, and it also dries really quick and it goes on super smooth and it ends up looking like a really professional finish. So something else that I also want to mention about this paint is we have now done 3 different spaces. We're about to use this much right here, and we still have like over half a gallon left. This paint is a little bit pricier. It runs about $110. I'll have a link down below, but you do get so much for this paint. Like, it goes on very thick, so you only have to do about 2 coats. Sometimes I do a third just to be a little on the safe side, but it really stretches very far and you can do a lot with just a gallon. You can also order smaller sizes, like if you don't have as big of a project. So anyway, highly recommend this paint, love it. So with Beyond Paint, you are actually going to want to roll as much as you can. You're going to actually be like truly painting as little as you can. But what you want to do, you never want to do like full brush strokes. You actually just want to take your paintbrush and like stipple into any of the nooks and crannies. Then you'll roll everything else.
Like a piece of art, I want more, but better slow it down. Inside my mind is getting all too loud, I get scared. Not used to this, not prepared. Not used to this, not prepared. Not prepared. It was like if we were to waste these moments, they're like poets to me.
All right, I have the first coat on all of these. I actually went and did a quick coat on there. Kyle's back with some more quarter round. He is just fitting that. Of course, Felix is here checking in on everything.
Supervisor checking in.
Don't step in the paint.
Gotta make sure it passes his test.
But this is looking so nice already. I love like the brightness. Obviously I haven't done under there because Kyle's gonna do that quarter round. So something else that I actually haven't mentioned to you guys. So we're renovating the kitchen. We're adding new countertops, things like that. Well, when you buy countertops, you have to buy a full slab. So we have actually some extra on one of the slabs. They said that we're gonna have enough that we can actually put the kitchen countertop also in here in this bathroom on these vanities, and also in the bathroom that we just redid upstairs. So we'll have to get a different sink from that, but it's like we already bought the slabs, so we'll just have to pay for fabrication. All that to say, this is not actually gonna be like the final look of this. I'm so excited. This is turning out so good. I knew it would just look nice in this bathroom with all the different colors that we have in here, like the different tones, and especially once we get everything finished and we add in the hardware, it's going to look so nice. So we're making some progress.
I promise I'll show up when your light
All right, I have all the coats on aside from I do still have to do a second coat on the very bottom layer. I'm just waiting for that to dry right now. So now we are ready to grab all of the doors, and I'm kind of thinking of making it easy on myself today and actually setting up shop in our dining room. That way I don't have to be bending over so much, since that's literally all I've been doing all day, and we'll get things painted right there.
What you think, one more drink while we sit by the bonfire? 'Cause this might be love. It's a feeling that I can't get rid of. So just take my hand, 'cause you know I don't wanna play pretend. Stay with me, take a chance, baby, roll the dice. Gotta give me some love, 'cause when I'm with you, I'm in paradise. You know how to make me feel alive. Gotta give me some love, nah, nah. Gotta give me some love, nah, nah, nah. Gotta give me some love, nah, nah, nah. You gotta give me some love, nah, nah, nah. Gotta give me some love, nah, nah, nah. Let's go! I need you, what to do, I can't help that I want you. We got the moonlight shining bright as we drive down the avenue. 'Cause this might be love, it's a feeling that I can't get rid of. So just take my hand, I wanna be with you until the end. Stay with me, take a chance, baby, roll the dice. Gotta give me some love, 'cause when I'm with you, I'm in paradise. You know how to make me feel alive. Gotta give me some love, nah, nah. Gotta give me some love, nah, nah, nah. Gotta give me some love, nah, nah, nah. You gotta give me some love, nah, nah, nah. Gotta give me some love, nah, nah, nah.
All right, you guys, it is a new day and it's such a beautiful day outside. I wish we were outside hanging out, but we are going to be getting things done here in the house. So we have all the cabinets nice and painted. They are dried, they dried overnight. So Kyle's actually working on some things with our camper. They're just things going crazy all over the place. Hopefully he can get that all sorted out. While he is busy with that, I am going to just start putting the cabinet hardware on. This is the same cabinet hardware that we used upstairs in the bathroom that we redid, also that like built-in desk area. And this is the same one that we are going to use for our bathroom. So we have these matte black handles, and then I also have some of these little cabinet door stoppers, because all the ones basically in our house have disintegrated. So we are slowly but surely replacing all of them as we tackle each space. So I'm gonna start working on that. And then hopefully by the time I'm done with that, Kyle will be finished up and he can start helping me put on the hinges. If not, I'm going to try putting on hinges myself for the very first time in my life. So let's hope that Kyle's done. If not, we got this. Also, just look at that light pouring in. I love it. And like the light leaks from the trees. Looks so pretty. All right, back to it.
Hey, I don't get what this is about. You got my head spinning on my shoulders. I feel a burn inside of my chest. See the lines as they blur out. I can feel it knocking me out. You're bringing me higher and higher in every way.
Kyle's not quite ready to help me. So he did show me really quickly how to put hinges on because I've never done that. So we're gonna untape things really quickly and then wish me luck.
In one of those lucid dreams. Oh yeah. Wait, you gotta tell me what you did. I saw the world turning in my mind. Oh, yesterday you pulled the rug under my feet. Said I'm trying to wake me up. What if I'm making it all up? You're bringing me higher and higher in every way. And all of my doubts, I can feel them, they're fading away. Oh, you're like a fantasy. I know this can't be real. I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling way down, all delusional. 'Cause I got me feeling like I'm lucid dreaming, got me flying high. 'Cause I can't believe that I get to have you close on an endless road. I'm levitating now in one of those lucid dreams. In one of those lucid dreams, I walk within your maze.
All right, I got 3 of them on, and thankfully Kyle is all ready.
I'm back.
He's done. So he can help me do the other ones. Thank goodness.
7 hours driving on the highway. Far away, far away, far away. Every moment I was spending on regrets was such a waste, such a waste, such a waste. Looking on the city lights, flashing bright in my eyes. Look up to the sky.
Okay, so kind of funny thing. See how this drawer is like very offset? It's actually done that way on purpose so that they can all have like the same amount of drawer and look kind of similar. But obviously this wouldn't work with the way the sink is. And so you think, oh, that's fine. So we put these centered like normal, like it'll look nice. You go over here and like the drill actually went into the side of this to put the handle on. So Kyle was like trying to figure out, do we need to drill a channel out, all this kind of stuff. And then he came up with a good idea.
We're gonna take this, we're gonna cut a cove out here, we're gonna countersink it to where this screw goes in flat, and then we'll put it on here, and then we'll put the second screw through the handle. So that's what we did on this one, as you can see here. So this screw goes through and then into the handle, and then this handle has a screw that's sitting,
It's like
it's countersunk in there,
these.
it's kind of like that.
Right,
Yeah,
so
on the
you actually
inside.
can't see it from this side.
Right.
Because it didn't go through this piece.
So let's check it out, boom.
So now it's countersunk
Yep.
into there.
That'll go through, go into the handle, and then we'll just put it up against the drawer. You'll never know.
All the way up. Ah, I'm going all the way up. Ah, I'm letting go in my heart. Ah, of everything that holds me down. No, no. And it's feeling like I've been in the groove. I can feel the love. Oh yeah, it's all around me. Oh, I need to know how I can make up, not afraid to fall. A parachute behind me. It's a clean slate, got a reason. The horizon is closer than it was. I will be there if you need me. I believe that we can grow. It's a clean slate, got a reason. The horizon is closer than it was. I will be there if you need me. I believe that we can grow.
All right, welcome to day 3. Today we're actually going to be working on several different things, but our main focus is actually going to be in Liam and Noah's room. So if you guys remember, we redid the boys' rooms like the end of last year. I don't remember the exact time, but we finally redid their rooms, and their closets were actually going to be part of their rooms, but we just ended up having like so many hiccups that we were like, we'll tackle this another time. And then it got put off, and here we are. And their closets are really not super functional. And they have the slider doors, and it's basically just like a free-for-all in here. Everything just kind of gets tossed in. So Kyle is actually going to be adding a shelf, basically just mimicking this shelf right here, so that we can kind of make like our own little cubby system in the closet, so they can put their toys and things like that. Now Luke's closet is a little bit bigger, and he doesn't really have a lot of toys, so his closet doesn't need any alterations, but Liam and Noah's definitely do. So we are going to be adding that shelf there, adding in some cubes, and then kind of like reorganizing the closet. So that's gonna be our main focus. And then we also are going to be putting on new hinges in our kitchen, because the guy is going to be coming down to cut our counter like down to a single level, I believe later this week, so we need to get those on quick. But anyway, here's Noah's closet right now. It actually doesn't look as terrible on this side. It's been a hot mess since moving in. So this is Noah's closet. Like, it just, I don't know. It will feel amazing to have these spaces nice and clean and organized.
Gazing at the blue of the night, stars are filling up the sky. You take my hand in yours.
All right, so I'm gonna start by just taking everything out of the closet, probably just setting it on his bed for now, and then we can kind of deal with that mess later, but we'll have a clear closet to start with.
I could say how much you mean to me, but it won't mean a thing, 'cause words never sound quite right. Let's find our own kind of language. We have searched the whole world and all around it. Didn't know what we were looking for.
All right, we have the doors off, and I'm already like, yep, I just want to leave them off. It's so much nicer to like get into the closet with the doors off, but then you have to keep it organized, so we'll see how it goes.
It is nice. It's already trimmed out.
Yeah.
They
trimmed out the
take
top
the doors
and
off. It
everything.
looks nice. Yeah.
Yep. So we'll see. Maybe we'll leave the doors
They
off.
could say they've seen the highest mountain, bottom of the deepest sea, but no one's ever seen a love like this. It could be.
So in order to make these shelves, we are just using some 1x4 pieces of wood. Now, this might be different for your own closet if you're adding to it like we are. Like, we're not doing a fully custom closet. We are just adding to the things that they already had. So we're trying our best to really mimic what our closet already looked like. And that way, once we paint everything, it will end up looking really seamless, and you won't even know that this was something that we added into it. It will just seem like that's, you know, how the builders decided to build it. And so Kyle's just cutting down those 1x4s, and those are going to act as a support for the shelf so that we don't need to put brackets or anything, and it keeps the wall nice and clean so that we can just add those cubes in really seamlessly. And then again, just to mimic what the previous shelves were already looking like, I went ahead and just cut that side shelf at an angle. And then using a stud finder, we found the studs, drilled those boards into the studs so they're nice and secure. And then he is just taking a bullnose shelf, and that basically just means that one edge of it is rounded so it looks really nice and finished on the outside. And then once he has everything nice and level and where he wants it to be, he is just drilling the shelf itself into the supports that he already attached to the wall, and voila, we have a new custom shelf. All that's left to do on it is paint. So then we're gonna move over to Noah's room in just a minute and do the same thing over there. That's gonna be so nice. We will have to paint this, and I'm thinking I'll either paint the whole, it won't be today, but I'll either paint like the entire closet, or I'll just do kind of like I did in my sister's pantry and do like a two-tone. So I might just end up painting all the shelves, like all the built-in shelves, one color, and then leaving the background white, but we'll see. We'll do that another day for sure.
Go ahead and move on to Noah's room, but the structure part of it is done. To make it all look pretty, you just take what they call it, plasti wood is the stuff that I buy, and you will sand this, fill all these screw holes with the wood putty, let it dry, sand it all flat, do caulking around here, paint it, and we're done. So just the prettying part is all that's left, but I think we're good to go.
Who remembers when we lived in Utah and Noah was obsessed with Mustangs? So I kept all of his little Mustang stuff, just not really sure if he would go back to it. Now that it's been a few years, I really don't think he's going to, so I'm probably gonna end up putting these up on like Mercari or maybe Facebook Marketplace. But either way, we'll end up getting rid of these and clearing up some more closet space, which will be so nice.
We stumble and fall. And it's not a lie that I can hide what this is.
Kyle has both the shelves all built and actually put in. So the next step is to use, it's like plastic
wood X. This is natural color, not that it matters, but
yeah. So basically he's going to put that into like all the screw holes. It does take like 6 hours, up to 36 hours, depending like how deep you're filling the holes. We are just going to put it in there and let it sit, let it dry for a while, and then probably tomorrow sometime we'll come back and sand it. And then I think we're also going to go ahead and caulk everything today, and then painting will be a whole nother day. So you guys won't see that in today's video, but it'll give me an excuse to come back in here. We can pretty up this closet. It'll be functional now, but we'll come back, you know, maybe later, maybe next week or something, and paint it. So let us know if you think we should paint the entire closet to match all itself, or if we should just paint the shelves like and make it more of a two-tone. I'm not sure. Also, let me know what you guys think about if it would look nice to have the closet doors off like they are right now, or if we should put them back on. I'm just not really sure yet, but anyway, he's going ahead and putting that up now, and then we will head downstairs to the kitchen.
I see a light in your eyes. I follow you so damn foolishly. You'd be the sweetest goodbye. Give me a heart trip exclusive.
So I think I'm not gonna swap these over today because I actually want Noah to go through all of his toys with me, and same with Liam, so that we can declutter as we move them into the new closet space. But I found these, I don't know if you guys remember these, but we used to have these in our hall closet in our Utah house, and we actually had them in this hall closet for a long time. They didn't really fit good in here, so I changed them out, but I did keep them. These are the ones that we're going to end up using for the boys' closets. I think they'll look really nice, and they'll all match, and we already have them, so they're free.
Take one step like this song in my head. It makes sense if you jump in my bed. I see the truth in your smile. I gotta swim to the Isle of You. We don't wanna spend this night alone. Messed up, I'm gonna walk you home. You'd feel the gravity of my heart. If I could, I would give you the moon. Say stop if I'm coming in too soon. Colliding like celestial bodies. Oh, oh.
All right, we are down in the kitchen. We're letting everything dry upstairs, and we got some hinges. These are actually like soft, these are actually soft close hinges. We got them from Amazon because they are way, way cheaper than buying them from like a local hardware store or something. And so basically Kyle's just gonna go through one by one and take off the old, like rusty, really broken hinges and put on these new ones. And it's amazing because they actually close. I don't know if you guys, well, I know a lot of you guys have noticed, but like this one, for example, has never closed. This one, we actually tried out the new hinges over on the vlog channel, and it closes. So we are gonna go ahead and change out as many as we can, because we actually do need to order one more box of those hinges. We'll change out as many as we can, and then we'll end up seeing how many more we need to order, because the guy is coming, I think later this week, to go ahead and cut down the island. So we wanna get as much prep work as we can done before he comes and does that.
I got this weight on my shoulders, slowing me down. I don't know how it came about, and why the word is
So as usual, Kyle and I are tag teaming this project. We are making this little, not difficult project, but just time consuming and tedious project go a little bit faster. So I am just taking off I don't know what they're called, but they're like plastic anchors or something that come on the hinges. Our cabinets already have them installed, so we're just taking those off. And then Kyle is just taking all the new hinges and replacing all of those old rusty ones. And one thing that he's learned to do that makes it way easier is to actually just do one hinge at a time, and then you don't have to worry about like re-leveling your cabinets or anything. And it just makes this whole process go a lot smoother. Also, I did want to mention, we have talked about this over on our vlog channel, but we ended up getting hinges from Amazon. I will link them down below, but they are soft close and they are way more affordable than you can find at like your local hardware store, and they're also really, really good quality. You hear that?
That was extra crunchy. Sounds like a goose.
Alright, the last thing that we want to do is actually put some rugs. I ordered them as soon as we were like painting this. I was like, I can already tell I'm going to need like some rugs in here, which was actually the plan all along, but we just never really got around to it. I was looking and looking online and I couldn't find anything that I loved other than the bathroom rug that I used up in like the bathroom upstairs that we recently redid. So ta-da! I ended up getting two of the exact same style rug. They are different sizes because like my vanity section is a little bit shorter than Kyle's, so I got a longer one for his, a shorter one for mine, and then I did get like a smaller little bath mat just for right when we walk out of the shower. So I'm gonna go ahead and lay these down. I actually had them sitting out in the sun for just a little bit, trying to kind of get some of the wrinkles out of them, but it'll go away pretty quickly. And then once that happens, then I'll actually use some rug tape and tape them down so all the edges stay nice.
I didn't see this coming. Ooh, I should have heard faith calling, trying to
Adding these rugs into our bathroom was absolutely the finishing touch that it needed. I mean, there's still a little bit more things that we will be doing to this bathroom, but for now, this was the thing that just really made these cabinets pop. I love how they look. I feel like they just kind of pulled the bathroom all together and made it look really beautiful. And I'm so excited that we got to accomplish so much in today's video. You guys know we share house projects all the time, and I love being able to do all these things to our home and do it ourselves. That we were able to save money and do it on a budget, but also we're able to really customize our home. And you guys see the things we do. It's not like we're doing anything crazy, busting out walls, doing anything, you know, insane. We're just making those everyday changes that really anyone can do. You just have to stay motivated to do it and have faith that you can accomplish it, and you absolutely can. And if you are newer here or you haven't been caught up on all of the changes that we've made in our home, because it has been a lot, I am going to link our house projects video over on the right side of the screen so you can get all caught up on those. And also check out our makeover playlist. That will be linked down in the description box. But we have done a ton of full room makeovers throughout our home. So there's lots to get caught up on. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys right back here for the next one. Bye.